Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Morning Juice with no other than your host, Juice Box. Today, we got a fresh squeeze of thoughts and appeals and information coming to you from a wonderful guest, Nicholas Clarno, my boy, my wonderful friend, Clarno. Audience seems to be very excited for you today.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay.
Yo, chill out. What is wrong with him? All right.
Thank you.
That was crazy. They really
I
like
see
you
you
like
back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I didn't know they really liked you like that. I'm glad they do. It's
Yeah,
wonderful
I've been
having
getting
you
a
on.
lot of love lately, man. What can I say?
Yeah, tight.
Yes, sir.
So
I might swerve
Clarno,
in that corner. Whoa.
whoa, I'm a swerve in that corner. Whoa. Yo, listen to this one.
Moving bands.
Powered by Riverside.
That guy like. And welcome back to the Morning Juice. Your host, today we have a fresh squeeze of ultimate ideas. Much smarter than our long-term best friend, Atlanta Braves. Wonderful guy to be on here, and I'm very excited. All right, I'm done.
That was lit. That felt like I'm actually on a morning show, bro.
No, literally, I was thinking I might do that one, so that was kind of nice. But Clarno, I kind of want to open up with kind of who you are and
You talking about
wrap up. Big tripping, like. All right, Clarno, open up. I kind of want to tell the audience what we're why is someone calling me right now, bro?
Bro, not on the podcast.
Like,
you
literally.
didn't do that yourself though, the beard and everything.
What's up?
You didn't do that yourself.
Joe blessed me up.
I was about to say crispy.
Chris, appreciate you, bro.
I'm not talking about bacon. All right, let's go.
All right, Clarno, I appreciate you being on a podcast. It's wonderful. You're in the middle of this off-season grind, and you're talking about coming to see me soon. What team are you doing this off-season grind for?
The Atlanta Braves.
The Atlanta Braves, and that's kind of where you're from, right? You're from Grayson, Georgia?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Atlanta.
You're living with your parents out there doing some off-season grinding at the local rec or something like that?
Yeah, I really just been doing stuff on my own, like going to a local park, local gym. But I'm going to start ramping it up a little bit here, start throwing some bullpens at a facility and whatnot.
Wonderful. Yeah. So what kind of stuff do you do at like the park? Do you just go in, do your dynamic, do some sprints and med ball work? Do you throw by yourself as well?
Yeah, I just do a lot of I have like the same warm-up routine every day. That's really like the main thing that's the same every day is my warm-up routine. I mean, there's a lot of, it's just kind of a regular warm-up. You know, you got whatever, like leg kicks.
You have to go into the
yeah. So I just warm up, and then I'll either be throwing like, I go light, medium, heavy. That's what that's the program the Braves kind of run. So I'll go like one day light. For me, I mean, that's probably, everybody's got a different percentage, but I'll go one day light, one day medium, one day high. And then if I feel good, some weeks I'll throw 3 days high effort. I don't know. I've always believed in more throwing is the better.
100%. You gotta keep your armor in shape. You gotta be very conditioned. I don't think you should go into something not being conditioned, especially when you go in a season where you're probably throwing more than 40, 50, 60 innings in a season, right?
Yeah.
Very taxing. If you're not doing this throwing beforehand, you're not going to be. Bro, can you give me a second? These dudes from Tread are literally blowing me up, bro.
I'm not tripping.
Hello? How you doing?
Hey, so yeah, let me go throw a word at our director of performance, and see if I can make some more. Oh, you're good. I know you got 91 in these.
Oh, I definitely do. I'm trying to let it eat.
Yeah.
All right, you started at what high school did you go to? Did you go to Grayson High School?
Yeah, Grayson High School.
Grayson High School, and you were a hitter there, hitting absolute nukes, right? Yeah, you showed me a few videos with prime Nick Clarno, and you're still prime Nick Clarno. You've always been, but young prime Nick Clarno. People say LeBron's still in his prime.
Nah, I was low-key prime time in high school.
I mean, the stuff you were doing, the videos you were showing me, the grainy footage, it was very retro and very very Suwap-esque. In
Mhm.
same videos, as that's my brother. Same time frame. They kind of went to the same high school at the same time. They didn't go to the same high school, but same time. Same music was out. Same vibe. If you did something, you let everybody know. Nowadays, it's kind of you kind of stay on everybody's team. But this fool would hit a home run, flip that back into the other team's dugout, and let them know in
Yes,
front of
sir.
in front of scouts too.
Yes,
Everybody
sir.
know who he is. So where did you go after? Where did you go after high school? Did you go to a different college before LR?
University of North Georgia.
With North Georgia, and who were some guys that you played with there? Did you play on someone of the Bananas? His name is Bill Leroy.
Yeah, Bill Leroy, Kyle Louise.
Played
Those
with
are
both of
banana
them, and
guys.
now what are they doing?
They still playing banana ball.
They're playing banana ball.
Yep.
Interesting. That's probably pretty fun for them. It seems like something they're very adaptive to. Because when I was there, it felt like they were having the time of their lives. They come back and watch the summer team playing because they were graduated, so they weren't able to play the college summer league that I was playing. That's what the Bananas were at the time when I was playing. But they were coming, they were full supportive, and I feel like they loved the idea and all that behind that. So after North Georgia, you went to LR for how many years?
2.
And did you win a championship while you're there?
Duh.
Yes, sir. Night championship, first one since 2001, I think it was.
Something like that. But all I
Crazy,
know is we broke records.
bro, records. And then I think Clarno was a part of one of the higher classes of professional baseball athletes out of there. I think we had about 5 or 6 go on to play professional baseball out of that class. Ian Fago, I know Lewis and Eric. No, forgetting something.
Are you?
Austin Edwards. He wanted
Mm.
to play professional baseball as well in the Midwest. And now you're in your professional career. You got signed out of out of the Bananas. Now, it wasn't from the Bananas, but you were playing for the Bananas at the time. You were catching for them, and we were actually supposed to play together. And you got signed the night before I was supposed to pitch to you.
Yep.
You actually were not able to catch me. Isn't that correct?
Yep, that's correct.
And then one of the most catastrophic things I've ever seen in baseball history happened, which was Drew Yanesta getting hit in the face by
Oh
a
yeah.
baseball on a 3-2 count.
Trash ass pitcher.
Yeah, that was
Don't know how to throw the ball.
crazy, man. I ain't never seen anything like that. It was sight to behold, bro. Sight to behold.
Yeah. That dude ain't got no excuse. He can still come see me.
And he will gladly will.
No, he will not gladly come see me.
So now you're in your professional career. What year is this for you in your professional career? This start of year 3 about to come up?
This will be, yeah, I mean, year 3, technically year 4, but
We'll go year 4. You played a little bit in 2022 towards the end or something like that. Had a little bit of the season.
yeah, this will be my 4th year in pro ball.
Okay, wonderful. So where did you start in pro ball? What was like your first season like? Then where'd you go second season, third season, and now where are you assigned?
My first little half year, right after I got signed, I went straight to high A. I went to Rome. I didn't play a whole lot, but the few opportunities I got to play, I took advantage of it. I was hitting pretty good. I think I caught like 2 games. I caught well, threw some guys out, called a good game. Showed them I was confident. Showed them that I believed in myself. Then the next year I showed up at spring training and I was raking. I was hitting probably the best I ever hit in my career. They sent me to Augusta. I feel like they didn't even plan on having me like play. They probably planned on sending me back to Rome and being like a bullpen guy, like maybe like have a DH here and there. But I feel like I just turned it up my first spring training. And then they sent me to low A in Augusta so I could like play. I was splitting time with the other catcher. No, actually I was playing 4 games a week. He was playing 2 games a week. So I was playing a good bit. And yeah, I was struggling. I started to struggle a bit. I ended up batting like 150 that year. So not good. Then after that, I caught really well. I threw out the most runners in the whole minor leagues. I threw out like 50 something runners.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's really how I made a name for myself in the org. So they were pretty impressed with that. I ended up going to the taxi squad after that season, which is like they have like a little squad. It's technically like a squad for like backups for the playoffs. I wasn't there for that necessarily. I was more there just to like catch bullpens and kind of.
Was this at the Brave Stadium?
Yeah, we ended up scrimmaging the big league team at the Braves Stadium, so that
And
was
what
cool.
happened when you got your back?
I went Dub.
Yahtzee, we'll see ya. Us
Nah.
stand and blast.
Yeah, I got a little lucky. Got into one.
Nah, all the hard work pays off, man, and they didn't take to it. But that's another
Yeah.
story for another day. The hard work paid off, and you show it right there. Hey, like I said, baseball ain't that world, but we'll move on. So now what you looking for year 4?
Year 4. So this past season I was catching again, and then halfway through the season I wasn't really hitting great still. I don't think I showed them enough. And so the head minor league coordinator came up to me and asked me like if I ever thought about pitching. And I was like, honestly, yeah, I have thought about it. Like, blah, 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 blah. Long story short, I got converted to a pitcher halfway through the season. So really the second half of this past season, all I was doing was throwing like bullpens, working on pitching, building up my arm strength, all that stuff. So yeah, now I'm a converted pitcher.
And you were up to a cool little 92 to start off, weren't you?
Yeah, in game. Yeah, I got up
Nasty
to a
work.
little 92.
Nasty work. Now, most guys cut off their left arm to be able to do that. You're looking at one right now. They're working. And we would love that. But you know, that's what those organizations do. They make the most out of what they have. And if they have a strong arm behind the plate, like you're saying, you're an outlier behind the plate. You throw a lot of guys out. You're very quick. You're very agile. And that's what the mound entails, is to be quick and agile and have a strong arm. So there are 3 things you need. So it's very nice that they're able to give you another opportunity there and not just cut you out all the way, right?
Yeah, if I didn't have an arm, I low-key probably would have just got released.
Like literally, bro, like they were like catcher. What else? Can throw. Bet.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot. There's another position that's literally all throw. Let's see if you can do that a little bit.
See if he can do that. Yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, it's really as simple as that sometimes. They just have to go back to the kid aspect in coaching as well. So,
yeah.
Crazy. So, Clarno, how, you know, this company is based on sports camps management, and I kind of want to get into that a little bit. How were your camp experiences as a kid from like 8 to 12?
Oh, we were lit for sure.
For real?
I went to some camps. So my dad works at Emory University. It's a D3.
In Atlanta? Atlanta?
Yeah, in Atlanta. And the head coach was a really good professional baseball player. Like, he definitely could have made it to the big leagues. Like, his name's Mike Twardowski. He's got crazy numbers if you go look up his numbers. But I always loved baseball growing up. Like, loved it. And so I would always go to Emory University, and me and my dad would like hit in the cages, or if the coach was there, the coach was so cool. He would always give me like bats, and like he'd give me like lessons, all that stuff. So every year they would have a summer camp. And those camps were so lit, bro, because he just made it fun, you know? All we did was compete. We just played games the whole time. And it wasn't always like baseball. Even though when I was a kid, I always wanted to just play baseball.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I was a little sick when we were doing like water balloon stuff. I'm sitting there like, let's ball, bro.
Come on, man. I'm trying to do.
No, it was so cool because they would take us like the pool, the university pool.
Oh.
So it was like a week-long camp, right? And every day we would have like different stuff scheduled.
And your parents drop you off before the camp every time?
Yeah, so like I would ride to work with my dad because he works there.
Oh, yeah,
and then he would just drop me off at the camp, and I would spend the whole day at the baseball field. And then I would go walk over to his little shop because he does like roads and grounds.
When you get done.
So he's got a little shop. So I would just walk over to his shop and I'd tell him how great the day was, all that good stuff.
Oh, man.
But it's funny you asked me that question because now that I think about it, those little camps I went to at Emory, and I'm sure there's camps like that at other universities too. I just so happen to go to Emory. Those camps like really set the foundation of like my attitude towards the game, you know, like the vibe I was getting towards the game. Like it really set that up.
It opened up your ability to kind of access your competitive edge at an early age, and you kind of just ran with it, huh?
Well, like for me, I was always super competitive, and I took the game too serious. So that camp was teaching me to like have fun with it, you know?
Yep, exactly. Exactly. Well, that's wonderful to hear from you because, you know, playing sports is more than camp management. We're just trying to get the word out there that kids should be playing sports daily.
True.
Yeah, get out there just like Cam Newton was doing back in the day. Play. You feel me? How many? When you're in college, what was the summer ball aspect to you? Was it a training purpose? Was it to get more live reps? What was it for you? Or what teams have you played for?
It was definitely to like play more, get more reps. That's the best way you can get better play.
Yeah,
But my first two summers, I played in the like a little Atlanta league. It's called the Sun Belt League. So it's like a whole bunch of we would play out of like high school fields around Gwinnett County, which is where I
gotcha.
went to school. So I was staying at home with my parents, and I was still able to play in like a little league. It wasn't the best league, but it wasn't the worst league.
Yeah,
I got a little taste of this college summer ball feel. And then my last three summers, college summers, I played for the Savannah Bananas, which was so lit. I got
yeah.
so blessed with that.
It had to be so fun.
That was so fun, bro.
Yeah, because you were able to kind of the kind of rules that the CPLs have, the Coastal Plains League has. There wasn't so much of the banana ball there is now, right? It was more of like playing baseball and then you do it on the side. It was like a side gig almost. Like if you're not doing anything, go dance
Yeah, but I mean, we were still doing crazy stuff.
during the
We
game.
just weren't messing with the game,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense. We were playing baseball, and we were like the other teams they were regular college baseball teams
Regular.
playing against us who were supposed to be a regular college baseball team. But our owner was so crazy and genius that he's like, we would add in some like walk ups. We would add in intros, like how we came out to the field when they introduced us before the game.
Wear different stuff.
Wear different stuff. We wear kilts.
My debut was in a kilt and I had to walk out with a Roman candle.
Yep, exactly. I remember one time, bro. We all came out on segways from the center
Uh-uh.
field. They
What?
opened the center field gate, and we all came out on segways.
No way.
That was our first summer. Yeah.
Oh my God. I want to see if I get it up.
Were you there? Were you there when Gillum rode out on a horse and we all ran in behind him?
Uh-uh.
We did that too. That shit was crazy, bro. We did a lot of crazy stuff. We brought a whole ass trampoline out in center field in between innings one
Yeah, I
time.
did that one. I did that one.
Okay, yeah. Nah, but listen, you see how he's just coming in from the bullpen?
There's like a whole one.
So I think that's the very first summer the Bananas ever were a thing,
Really?
if I'm looking right.
This says 5 years ago, Gillum, Leroy, Louise.
Yeah.
That was
I
my dude
think
right
that
here.
was the very first summer they were ever a thing. The next summer, we took that even further and we all rode out on segways. I don't think I played that game.
And probably don't have it on video.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tough look.
It's hard to find the old college videos because everything's getting outran by the banana ball now.
Mm-hmm. Literally. Clarno, I want to get more into the professional side of athletics and kind of give these viewers, because I think most of them are probably going to be younger viewers that are kind of looking to get their name out there and be a part of something special, be something like what you're doing. Can you give us some nutrition facts and give us kind of like your 21 meals in a week? Not necessarily give me all 21 meals, but 3 meals a day for 7 days. Give me some dinner options, give me some breakfast, and give me some lunch options. Let me know if you do protein shakes. Let me know if you do creatine, all that type of stuff.
So I really just for breakfast you gotta stay protein. Because as soon as you start getting sugar involved in the breakfast, you start craving sugar throughout the day. Your energy levels might be a little down. It might mess up your stomach. So I believe in keeping it to eggs. Thank you. But yeah, I'll keep it to eggs, bacon. I do eggs and ground beef, which
So
people
you
don't
cook.
even.
So you cook.
Yeah, but I cook easy stuff. I'll do ground beef,
Same.
chicken breast,
Mm-hmm.
ground turkey.
I'm not making a souffle.
Yeah, nah, I'm not doing all that. But one day I do want to get into all that. That's just more of
100%.
a money issue.
Yeah.
That's more of a money issue. It's cheaper to just go ground beef, chicken, ground turkey, rice, pasta. You can go look up stuff on Instagram of like easy protein meals. Just look
What
up
we're
like easy
asking you.
protein
What
meals.
we're asking you.
Yeah, but I'm saying I get it from that.
All right. All
Okay,
right.
sorry. I don't like talking to you like that. But
Right.
but yeah, nah, overall, um I say protein, bro. I went on a little protein diet and I honestly felt really good. But then at the same time, you got to think about your body type because I did a protein only diet and I got um pretty skinny because like my body type I need carbs and stuff
And
in order to
especially
keep
with your
weight
like
on.
workout routine, you do a lot of sprints that
Yeah,
most guys don't
facts.
do. You're always trying to get agility.
Exactly.
You burn a lot more calories than a regular person, and your
Facts.
metabolism is working overtime probably most of the time.
Facts. True. Somebody who holds weight easily, someone who is just a bigger body type, I feel like the meat only diet is like would be huge for that type of body type.
100%. And I feel like that's what I see in most kids that come to my facility that are 15 to the 17 range that are, in that high school area. They're a lot skinnier than, when I was in high school. I was a little thicker. I had to cut weight. And there's probably a couple other guys on my team that were like that too. But nowadays, I see these guys are very skinny, very agile. And it's the only thing is like, you got to eat.
Bro, it's a eating for kids like that. It's not easy. And but they're gonna do is make excuses.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to make it like a.
Well, it's
I'm
like,
not trying to judge anybody, but
if you're in high school, okay, and you don't eat breakfast, okay, your first meal is not going to be till 11. And then I know
literally,
you're not going to eat right after school because you probably got practice and you ain't going to eat till 8 o'clock at night. So then you had two meals, and the first one was probably just a school lunch that's not even enough calories.
yep,
And then the second one was dinner that you probably just grabbed something on the way home.
yep.
Which
Bro,
is,
I go back and look at my high school performance and stuff. I bet you if I would have been more strict with my diet and stuff, I bet you I would have been a lot better.
mm-hmm,
Think about it. I was putting nothing but like I was eating Pop Tarts for breakfast. I was literally eating anything.
anything.
Which, I mean, if you're trying to gain weight,
Anything
I
works.
guess you can do that. But I'm starting to think, when we were growing up, I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, every time I would ask like a weight trainer, coach, or something, like, how do I gain weight? They all said, eat anything you see in sight. Eat
Mm-hmm.
anything you see in sight. Now we're starting to see though the type of food you're putting in your body is affecting your brain. It's affecting your everything,
Performance.
mainly your brain, bro. That's why more kids are stressed, anxious, because they're just putting a bunch of processed stuff in their body, bro. Like I was doing.
100%. Do you think anything's wrong with you?
Oh yeah, a lot. But that ain't got nothing to do with my diet.
No, it doesn't. All right, I kind of want to put you through some rapid fire questions right here. I know you haven't pitched for long, but I do this for pitchers that have my podcast. Okay, so it's going to be one. It's going to be or questions, and you're just going to pick one or the other.
All right,
Would you rather pitch on turf or dirt?
dirt.
Would you rather pitch home or away?
I don't care.
All right, I guess a righty or a lefty.
Don't matter.
And if you had to throw another pitch, what would it be?
Well, based on the stats, I was told by our head. I'm not gonna say any name. Based on the stats, I was told that the death slider is the best pitch in baseball right now.
I have it.
You got that?
I have the death slider and the death ball.
A death slider and a death ball.
Mm-hmm.
That's two different pitches.
Yep. Didn't you always like my curveball?
Yeah, that's a death ball.
That's the death ball. It goes
Okay,
backwards.
so it's a backdoor curveball.
Yeah, it's like,
And does it have spin?
bro, it's
Hella spin.
3,300
So hella spin.
and up to 77. Negative,
So
negative
a,
23, -5.
a death slider is not a gyro, right?
What
It's
is it?
kind of similar, right?
You said a death gyro?
A death slider is kind of the same
It's
thing
a
as a
bullet slider,
gyro.
yes. Yeah.
So I really have a death slider.
It's just a bullet slider. It's just more, it's supposed to be more depth than horizontal. That's all it is.
Yeah, so I have that already.
Yeah. I have, mine's -3.
I'm just kidding. I haven't pitched enough to know, but
Well,
I
you
do
got on
feel like
any,
I have a good little gyro.
have you got on any numbers?
Yeah, I mean I was on numbers this whole past half season.
Like, this is mine for my bullpen the other day that was bad. It was at 75 at 3,000 RPM, -20, -4.
Loud.
And then
I've been working on a splitter.
we're working on a splitter.
Yeah, I'm either gonna have a splitter or a changeup or both for
Anyway,
lefties.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to see those when you come up.
I heard the splitter is like the second best pitch in baseball.
Splitter is good. It's real easy to hang. That's just like the only thing, and like you'll be better at it than anybody else because you have the best mind ever. Like even answering those quick questions right there, I love it.
Yeah, bro. At the end of the day, I think I'm gonna have an advantage on the mound because I never pitched, which sometimes it's like hitting. I hit my whole life, so the more and more you do something, the harder and harder it gets. The more failure you go through, the more you
More mental
fail at something
turmoil.
on the mound, for example. You give up a home run, and now it sticks in your head for a while, and you're like, oh shit, you get in that situation again. You're like, I don't want to throw that fastball where I threw that fastball to that one guy who hit a home run. So, nah, bro, that dude got lucky. He literally got lucky.
Lucky, bro.
As a hitter, I know hitters get lucky, bro. Maybe it's different once you get in the big leagues. I don't care, bro. Here you go, hit the fastball.
I've seen dudes all the time throw fastballs right down the middle and get outs.
Bro, throw the fastball down the middle or up,
Guys are
depending on
scared to hit.
depending on the fastball you got.
Guys are scared to hit. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, bro, it's hard.
So what is your pitch mix? Four seam, changeup. Do you have any
Four-seam.
metrics? What are your
I
metrics?
only threw a four-seam slider, but I've been working. Like I said, I've been working on a splitter.
So what is so you have a four seam and a slider. That's it.
And I have more than that.
But I'm saying right now when you're throwing
That's
a
all
game.
I've thrown in a game.
Okay. And what do you know the metrics on your slider are? No one's ever told you vertical, negative.
I don't know the metrics on my slider. I know the metrics on my fastball.
What are metrics on your fastball?
Stupid vert, like 24 inches of vert.
So then probably like 12 horizontal.
I don't know what the horizontal is.
Yeah, that's stupid vert for real, bro. That's stupid vert. Mine only gets up to like 20.
Yeah, which is still really good.
All right, we're gonna get back into the routine type. Do you have anything that specifically works for you and stuff that specifically doesn't work for you?
For what, pitching?
For your training aspect, for in the off season, is there stuff that you've done different off season that you're like, bro, this doesn't work for me. I'm gonna stick to this.
I mean, it's hard for me to speak on the pitching side of it because I haven't really.
Body wise, lifting wise, sprints, med balls, stretching.
I'm at the point now where training. I think we made training a lot more difficult than it should be. Like training, the best thing you can do is what were we naturally put on the earth to do? Run, fight. I'm not saying you should go fight people, but boxing training is unbelievable. Everybody wants to do bench press. Nobody wants to punch. That's all this. That's quick twitch stuff. Now, if somebody's already quick twitch, maybe they do need to go lift heavy. But somebody who's not naturally quick twitch, all I'm working on is moving as fast as I can. So like jumps, sprints,
Right.
Boxing training. Yeah, really moving, med ball work. Obviously, I do weight training too, but that's only going to get you so far if you're not already fast twitch.
Right. You gotta be kind of quick and very athletic, right?
Yeah.
We talk all the time, and you give me a lot of advice, and I really appreciate it. Is there any advice that you give yourself if you're a sophomore in high school right now? And I know it's hard to think, but our audience is probably more likely dudes in high school, I hope. And I kind of want to give them something to kind of think for. If you'd like, going back on what you were doing in high school, just think about everything you're doing and everything we talked about, the eating, routines, and all that.
I would probably just focus more on the mental part of the game, like dealing with failure. I was never really good at dealing with failure. I would always get pissed when I struck out. Anytime I failed, I would get stupid pissed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just going to hold you back from being the best player you can be. And that's creating habits too. If you're in a habit of always throwing shit when you strike out, getting mad, it's not going to work. It's not going to, unless you're a freak So, those phenoms can do that, but most people aren't phenoms. So
Yeah.
I'd
And
say just work. If I could go back, I'd probably just try to work on like keeping my mental straight, staying like even keel through the good, through the bad, and then also like enjoying the good. Because I would always get so mad that when I did do good, I never really enjoyed it because I was just thinking about the bad, even when I did good.
right. So with that being said, what do you think striking out was like the kind of hardest thing for you to overcome?
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty simple enough. I think that's probably what everybody doesn't want to do when they go up to the plate and can't be doing that. So
Usually you'll strike out if you don't want to strike out, or I won't
yeah,
say you don't want to
if
strike
you're
out.
trying not to strike out, you usually strike out.
Yeah, exactly.
So now that we talk about sophomore year, what would you give yourself sophomore year in college? You already had your freshman year under your belt, then you had year two in college. What advice would you give yourself then?
Um, Probably the same thing, but just like control. I'll take it even farther, like just controlling what you can control,
Mm,
whether that's off the field or on the field. Because once you get into college, you're on your own and you got a lot of distractions, especially if it's a kid going to a bigger college. Because I mean, I didn't even really go to a big college, both of my schools, but still, there's still distractions. And there's still a lot of stuff you can get in trouble with. Luckily, I didn't get in trouble in college, but
You've seen it.
part of that's luck. Yeah. So I think just controlling what you can control. So like, if you're not playing, but you're doing everything you can possibly do to play, all right, you took care of everything you can control. Like you should be at peace in your head.
With like what you could control.
Right. But then you flip it on the other hand, huh?
Because you don't write the lineup.
Exactly. And then you flip it on the other hand, if you're a dude who's constantly saying like, "Oh, well the coach isn't doing this, the coach isn't doing that. The umpire did this or my teammates did that." You're literally not worried about anything that you can control.
At
And
all.
most of the time those guys, and I'm not judging anybody. This is just a competitive thing. I'm not judging anybody's like character. This is a competitive standpoint. Most of the time, those guys that were always talking about this and that and whatever, usually those guys, I look at them like, well, you're not doing anything. You're not doing anything like to get better. You know what I mean? Which means you're not focused on the things you should be focused on. So yeah, just controlling what you can control. I feel like everybody says that though, and no matter what I say, usually people aren't gonna understand it until they learn it on their own. But that's life.
But they will. They'll understand from hearing it from Nicholas Clarno themselves.
Maybe people were better learners than I was. I never listened to nobody.
I know, but I think nowadays with like the podcast and a lot different, like I love being in a lab and talking to these kids because they just ask me questions all the time about it. Like, where you play college at, LR? What? What did you do there? I struck people out, bro. And they're like, what?
Nah.
Bitch? I'm like, yeah, like had a good time there and everything. Like, well, how did you get there? And I was like, well, I went JUCO for a semester. You only went for a semester? How did you do that? Well, bro, there's opportunities. Everybody's path is different, bro, and I don't think people realize that. Like, you probably thought you were gonna be at North Georgia your whole time when you went freshman year, then you transferred out.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of
Don't
different.
be scared to transfer out either.
Yeah, I mean, like,
So many schools out there,
and if it's
especially
not,
now with the transfer portal. You don't even have to sit out the next year, which is another reason you shouldn't necessarily go D1 out of high school.
did you see the new JUCO rules?
No.
Yeah, you probably are disconnected from college. JUCO, if you go to JUCO, you retain all your NCAA eligibility. You know, if you went for 2 years at JUCO, you only play for two after. Yeah, get ready. It's 2 years and you're 20 years old as a freshman.
What?
You can still redshirt. And this is what happens. They redshirt at D1 because they thought they were good enough. And then they do that whole year. And then they're like, oh, dang, I redshirted. Like, I did think that was possible. Then they transfer to the JUCO. And now they're 19, 20. Now they come back 21. And they still have all 4 years, bro,
That's crazy.
until they're 25.
I think that comes down to being realistic with yourself. I feel like people need to watch video of themselves playing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some people never watch video of themselves playing, and they have a delusional mindset of how they are as a player.
Exactly.
And then if your parents go and videotape you and you go back and watch it and you're like, dang, okay, I need to get faster. Dang, okay, there's something off with my swing.
You need to be honest with yourself. You can't sit here and keep gassing yourself up all the time. It has to be a little bit of.
I mean, you should. If you're that good, you should gas yourself up. But there's people who aren't that good and they're just delusional, and their parents are telling them they're that good. But if you are that good, you should definitely think you are better than everybody.
Okay.
I'd rather that than somebody who's not confident.
Now let's get into the. I don't know what it is. The everyday ins and outs of the baseball life right now. What do you think your favorite pregame song to listen to is?
Probably some Boss Man D-Lo or something like that.
On me, you be on him?
Oh yeah.
I might swerve in that corner. Whoa.
Nah, bro, that's Jello.
Yeah.
That might be on the pregame though.
You heard that game winner?
Huh?
You heard that game winner?
By D-Lo? Nah, but I heard, call me D-Lo Curry. Bet you I don't miss. I need gloves on. I keep touching. Nah, D-Lo's tough. He'll probably last another year.
Yeah. If
he don't switch up his flow, it'll only be another year or so.
Well, I like his flow.
Yeah, I like his flow too. It's just the same shit every time. Nobody's touching Young Boy though.
Clarno, what side of the sink do you put your rinsed dishes in?
Left side of the sink.
Left side of the sink where the garbage disposal is?
No.
The garbage disposal on the right side for you?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I only had left side garbage disposals.
I mean, if the dishwasher is dirty, I'll just put them in the dishwasher.
Will you?
Yep.
I'll be forgetting.
I'll hand clean them sometimes too and put them on a little drying rack.
Well, I'll rinse them all where they got nothing on there. There's never anything too crazy. I'll have like a sandwich.
Yeah, you ever soaked them?
Soak? I mean, like, why am I soaking a plate that just had a sandwich on it?
Oh, well, yeah. If it's not too dirty, you don't need to soak them.
No, I don't soak. Someone told me soaking lazy.
Huh?
Someone told me soaking is lazy. It doesn't actually work.
Soaking's not lazy. Soaking is just smart.
They say it's lazy.
I don't know who said that, but they can
come see
me if they want. What are you typing in?
See, I told you it's effective, and especially for your dishes with stubborn food residue. I already told you.
Yeah, well, when you start actually, you're gonna have some.
I'll just clean it right after. I don't have to soak. I gotta let my food cool down, so I'll clean my stuff while I'm doing it.
Well, when you're cooking with some real grease, you're gonna have to soak them. You have to start soaking them.
Powered by Riverside.
If you had to be one player in MLB history, who would it be?
Ricky Henderson.
You ought to tighten up. Bro. You're really thinking about other men and fantasizing wanting to be them.
I was gonna say none of them, but I've been saying none of. I've been.
Ricky Henderson.
He's so tough. Yeah, he's.
Why not Estuy Reyes?
I don't know who that is.
It's a new guy for the Athletics that is doing the same stuff that Ricky.
Probably trash.
All right. So if you had to have a guy on your team, would it be Ricky Henderson as well?
I like Jazz.
So did you like that next to me that I had when I was? Oh, I guess you never.
Huh?
You like Jazz? Oh, Jazz Chisholm.
I like Jazz. I like Carlos Gomez. Niger Morgan. Who else? Yasiel Puig.
Equinox EP.
Rougned Odor.
The 319 miles and the tech you want.
Amir Garrett.
Green.
Certainly a number that he will need to improve upon. That one's hit hard to center field. Gomez on the run. Gomez out of room. Leaps to get him. Yes, he did.
I don't think people realize how big and fast he was, bro. That dude was
How loud
like
is that?
6'3". He's like 6'4", 250. A football player, bro. All I want to see is the clip of him pimping that bomb off the Braves.
Up in the 2 spot tonight.
Yeah.
And he hits that one
This
high,
83.
deep left center field, way
Oh, it must have been a
back
changeup.
and gone. Carlos Gomez standing there watching the baseball.
Look at
And now
TP.
Freddie Freeman
look at Freddie
joins in
Freeman.
with Paul
Freddie Freeman was
Mahalam
mad
as
for
they
real.
Yeah.
shout at Gomez
All
around the
mad,
bases.
The Anderson Silver. You ain't never seen him mad.
Very upset with
Right?
Carlos Gomez. And check out
Where's the third baseman at? No way, Brian McCann.
McCann getting face to face with Gomez. He has not stepped on the plate yet.
Bro,
Reed Johnson
don't try to
come in.
step on the
Now
plate.
Reed Johnson comes
Be right
out
here.
and
Reed
lands
Johnson came in wanting to
right
smoke.
across to Gomez.
Look at
This is me.
TP in the middle of it.
This is me
You know
right
Terry
here.
Pendleton?
Who is it?
Terry Pendleton.
Oh, no, it is. This a guy your coach?
You don't know who Terry Pendleton is?
Who are your coach? This
In
right here?
Atlanta, now the bullpens are coming in. And meanwhile, Carlos Gomez still has not stepped
All right, bro.
on
Nothing
no plate.
happens after this. It's
Ryan
all just a bunch
McCann
of shouting like baseball players do.
All right.
It's all just a bunch of, oh, come on. Hey. Hey. Ah.
There is a
He said, all right, coach, I'm about to go football.
serious
Are you
conversation
sure you're gonna do
going
that?
on right now.
I wouldn't do that
And
first.
Garrett
No,
is
fuck it. I'm going to do it.
Look at left. Look at Wayne.
Now there's some serious chirping coming from the Pirates dugout.
He said, go ahead, go get him.
And now Garrett's on his way to the dugout, and here we go.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But he thought he was going to come in pushing, bro.
You're getting
That
smart.
one dude thought he was going to come in pushing.
These dudes are lame for being in a dugout. All these dudes right here.
You can feel it brewing and brewing and
Well,
brewing.
the
That's why some people don't want it, bro. Some people don't want to fight.
Felipe Vasquez not in the league anymore.
Bro, if I witnessed that dude punch one of my teammates,
Well, the standing room only crowd trying to get.
I'm like, okay, bro, I dropped the ball.
Yeah, that's literally what I'll be
Not
saying.
that
I'm like, all right,
serious.
yeah, I dropped the ball. So what? Yeah, you back in? All right, bet. No, we back in. We back heater. Hey,
That lame ass catcher set up.
stop. This is my draft league head coach,
Fuck.
Ryan Hannigan.
Really? That's Ryan Hannigan?
Yeah, is that not crazy, bro?
That was your coach?
Yes. Isn't that so? Like when he told me, I was like, why does that sound so familiar?
Look at that setup, bro. Nah, he really let that get in his head, bro.
Don't worry.
That was back when you couldn't pimp anything, and you better run around the bases.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy how fast the game has changed? What was that, 2010s? That was like 2010s.
Yes.
In 2010s, you couldn't pimp home runs. Or if you did, it was a problem. This was primetime baseball.
Some people
for
just
me.
know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking all.
This is when I was watching every game. I was watching this live
Live. I was like, cool, hurry up.
at 11 p.m.
I got school the next day.
School night. Didn't care.
My dad got beer in the glass.
Yep. Old Elvis Andrus face ass. That's the
We won't
game.
see you.
That's the game.
Tomorrow night.
Central. Dead central.
Onto the lawn.
Before the balls were juiced. Don't even get me started on all that.
Swings and laces a ball out to center. Collette leans
That's
back
a first
and cannot
rounder,
get
bro.
there. It is over his glove and off of the fence.
Rounder,
King is
This
now
right-
thinking
oh, yeah,
about
see,
going to
that's a top
third after
10
he was
pick.
slowing down, and he's in there safely.
Think about that.
It's crazy.
Before the
Collette
transfer
misplayed it, and King thought strike pitch with the corner infield in. It's bounced to first. Perino makes the play, comes
Ooh,
home
almost
with
took
it,
his
and
head off.
airmails the plate.
Look at it,
They
look
had
at
a
it.
real
That's
chance
Leno.
of getting King.
You see me pounce on that?
That's I
King
was sick.
Insler. Perino makes the play, comes
Well, it
home
would've
with it,
been
and
dang
Perino,
airmails
get the out,
the
bro.
plate. They had a real chance of getting King. Insler pitches. There's a line drive down the right field line. It's going to drop in for
I
a
want
base
everybody
hit.
to know that we went
Dansky
down
around third as it's picked up by
3-0
Bell on
and
the
we're
warning
down
track.
like 8-1 at one
Dansky
point.
scores.
That dude
McNeely
McNeely
sliding headlong into
took my
second.
first
An
first team
RBI
conference
double, and
away from me.
Wingate takes
Yeah, it
a
was
2-0 lead.
And they're doing Tennessee's silly. So gay.
Yeah, bro, come up with your
Here's
own
the
shit.
pitch. Clark skies this. Shallow center field. Collette coming over towards left center.
Collette.
Makes the catch. McNeely
Not
tags. He's
anywhere
testing the
behind
arm
it
of
at all.
Collette. And
Wait,
it's smart because he's in there safely
Collette was
with
our
a
center
sacrifice
fielder?
fly to
Right,
center
yes.
from Ricky Clark.
Kudo was at second.
What happened?
Or Kudo was at second.
No,
Pitches.
that was my
Muskowski
that was
hits
my
a high
junior
fly
year.
ball to
Kudo was
deep
playing
right
second.
field. Clark going back to the fence. He's
Oh,
up
yeah,
against
Cole
it,
got
and
it going.
ricochets up the yellow tape
He's
and
like
rolls
second home
over
run
the
of the year.
wall. The
Yeah.
conference's leading home
He
run
has it,
hitting
though. He
club
got
has their
I got
first
chills
of the
walking around the
day,
base right now.
and
They
they're
go-
on the
You remember
board
that
here in the
bomb he hit
third.
against
3-1
Coker
game.
to
Yes.
tie it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, dead central.
Bro, I got that clutch gene.
Look at Sko with the chest
Ooh.
pump. Look at Eric. Look at Eric.
Houston pitches.
First
It's
round.
bounce towards third. This is a really tough play. Barehanded effort.
my
Throw
God.
the
Oh my
first
God,
is
Eric.
way off. Up the middle over the head of Kalari.
Hey.
Dansky had a barehand. That was his
There's
only
more.
play. Can't get it. Everybody's safe. A run
Hey, Bryce.
scores,
Yeah,
and
Bryce.
it's 6-2.
Oh, edited this, Bryce. That was
Turn
you.
us up.
Good job,
Turn us
Bryce.
up.
Little infield single.
Right-hander pitches.
No.
And that goes
Hey,
through the
Eric.
legs of
Bryce
McNeely to the
That's
backstop,
right.
and that'll bring in a run.
Look at them getting worried in the dugout.
Oh,
Look at them
Perino.
getting all worried.
Scoring
Yeah,
from third base is
Hey, wait.
Perino.
His first team
Stover to
all-conference right there.
second, and a wild pitch. Neely to the back.
No.
Safe. A run scores,
Perino
and
got
it's
no
6-2.
team.
No, I'm talking about the catcher.
Hold on, pause it real
Right-hander
quick.
pitches.
Pause it real quick.
What?
Yeah, that's first team, by the way. I would never let a ball get by me. But Perino batted nearly 400 with like 17 bombs and 80 RBIs
Yeah.
and didn't get a single team.
Stover
that's
to
crazy
second,
he
and a
didn't get a
wild
team.
pitch
Zero.
has made it a
Here's me.
3-run
See me?
game.
That's bad. And that's bad McNeely got first team over me.
Not a lot.
1-1. Bell swings, launches this down the left
David
field
Bell
line,
is
hooking
him.
into the corner. It one-hops the fence, racing around third base and hustling home is Stober. Ramirez stops at third, and the tying run in scoring
Yes,
position, a
sir.
3-run
Was Kudo hurt?
fourth, and it's a 6-4 ball game.
Daddy.
Nah.
Hey, Hogan.
Here's the
Jeez.
pitch. Laskowski, hard hit smash, back up the middle in the
base
center
runner
field, a
bugged right
base
there.
hit. In score comes Ramirez. Bell had to wait to make sure that it wouldn't be caught by Dansky. LR is
caught.
within a run. RBI single from Laskowski.
Here's Steph just clapping too.
Now by LR.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bro.
Avance first pitch is
This
in the
guy
dirt
should
and it
have
goes
been
to the back. Now by LR. And Avance first pitch is in the dirt and it goes to the backstop. And that is going to tie the game. Bell in to score.
I got two
We are
right now.
tied at
I'm-
6.
I
Yes,
remember this
sir.
happening. That joke was funny. I was like, but they just keep blowing it.
Where's all the
Here's the
fans,
payoff.
bro?
Yanesta line drive back up the
Who's that,
middle,
Cole?
center field base hit. Around third base,
Dude,
hustling
and that
home
was a good
Laskowski.
guy.
The throw
Avan,
cut
bro,
off
he was like up
for
to
the
97,
first
bro.
time today.
Yeah, and we
Lenore
raked him.
Ryan
raked the-
leads. The base hit from Yanesta makes it 7-6.
I said raked, by the way, to the podcast. I said raked.
Here's the pitch. Ferris yanks it down the right
Who's
field
Mitch
line. It is
Ferris?
fair.
And by the way,
it's going
he's
to
a
roll
two-way and
all
now
the way into the
pitching.
corner and bang off the
And
green fence.
had like a
Around third
1-2
comes McNeely.
the year after
Laskowski's relay
For sure.
throw to the plate, not nearly
Bro,
in time as
hold
it's
on,
cut
pause the
off.
video real quick.
McNeely scores.
Bro, Mitch Ferris was throwing 86 mile an hour fastballs by people
Mm-hmm.
this past season.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Crazy vert. He had crazy vert.
I know.
Ferris ties it up with a double. We start anew in the sixth.
He's
Tied
playing
at
like, I think he was
7.
like in Myrtle Beach or something.
What?
He played for like the Myrtle Beach team or something like that.
The 0-2 pitch. Push
That's a
in
G,
the
that's a
right
special
field.
right
That's a base hit.
I can't
And
hear
is
what
going to
you're
tie
saying.
the score.
You can't hear
as
me?
Bell stops at third base.
I mean, the video's playing.
Yanesta with his
Is it
second
too
hit of
loud?
the ball game, and we're tied at 8 here in the 6th.
Yeah, that's the usual.
Brings it on up there, and here's a line drive to left.
Who's that?
That one is going to hit and go to the warning track before it's picked up by McKay. 2 runs are in. Over to third, Yanesta. A 2-run single
right there,
for
right?
Clarno.
Bell was giving him this,
and it is a 10-8
What is
LR
it?
lead.
Yeah.
Bell was giving him this. That could easily look like that.
Right-hander pitches. A bunt attempt
this is-
here by Tillis. Third base side will get the run in.
There's a black guy.
Williams Rems throw to first. Not in
shit, they got a black
time.
guy playing third?
Another run comes in as Tillis beats it out. 4 unanswered runs now
Yeah,
in
they
the
got
inning,
the
and an
hot down
11-8
there.
LR. Right-hander pitches, and here's a ground ball through the hole on the left side of the infield for a base hit. Around
Lewis.
third base and hustling home. Throw to the plate, cut off
Lewis
by
was
Williams
cramping.
Rem. Tillis
Oh yeah, he
scores.
was.
And it is another 6-run inning. Against working out of the lineup, brings it up there. Bell winds
We
it
wanted to
over a
win
leaping
so bad.
Dansky in the left center field for a base hit. It'll score at least 1. Here comes another right behind.
Oh bad.
2 runs
They
come
really
across
blew it,
the
bro.
plate. Perino and Kuda.
What
It
were
is
they
an
up? Like 9-2?
8-run 6th inning and a 15-8 lead. Now as he dials it in and pitches, and Clarno swings and tees
That's the
off.
pimp job of the century,
Way
bro.
back in the left field, and this one is way out of here. 8-run 6th inning and a 15-8 lead. Now as he dials it in and pitches, and Clarno swings and tees off. Way back in the left field, and this one is way out of here. 5th
Umpire was
of the
telling him to go,
season
too.
for
You don't care?
Clarno, and
I
it
only
is
had
a
5. That's
17-8
crazy.
lead.
Yeah,
You know why I only had 5 though?
because you were talking about doubles the whole time.
Because I was using that Marucci for a certain period of time.
Is Kuda. He
Why
makes
ain't you
the
in front of now?
grab, and it's a saying that LR has
Look, I
long
wasn't trying to get in
waited to
there
hear.
at all.
The
I
Bears,
was
for
in
the
there,
first
I was in
time
there.
since
I was like, all right, everybody
2001,
jump, everybody jump.
are the South Atlantic Conference tournament champions.
Why people just laying on it?
Look at you. You happy?
Duh. I'm as happy as you could possibly be.
Bro, I was on the very air.
Look at Houston, Ginger. Look at his ginger ass.
Senior 2022 SAC Tournament Champions,
Linda.
the Lenore Rhine Bears.
We ain't done yet. Gresham.
By winning the
You know
South
what's
Atlantic
crazy, bro?
Conference
We really
Tournament
could've taken it to the
Championship, the
NCAA
Bears earn an
tournament.
automatic berth into the
We did.
NCAA.
Huh?
We just blew it on the last game.
Yeah, bro.
The last 2 games. We actually blew it. We actually played the tightest we've ever played. We actually
Blew it.
it just did.
Blew it.
It's ridiculous.
People don't realize how hard it was to win that conference tournament, though.
No.
And people don't realize how hard it is to get to a regional in Division II.
People don't
If
realize
you
how-
lose more than 5 games the whole season, you're probably not going to get a regional berth or bid. Think about that. 5 games. If you lose more than 5 games, right?
All
Am I
we-
right?
No, you're tripping. We went 43-14 or 13. So we lost like 10. And we got in by the skin of the
Okay, but I don't think we were going to get in the regional if we didn't win that tournament.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, then. So 7 games, I'd say.
Somewhere around there.
If you have more
Yeah.
than 7 losses, it's going to be hard to get a...
Yeah, you have to lose against like good teams too. It
Go
can't,
look at Division I, though, is what I'm saying. You could go 30-20, make the tournament, right?
Mhm.
If you're like a big school.
What was your favorite metal bat to use in high school and college? Because you were just talking about how you didn't like the Marucci.
Remember I was banging it on a tree? But,
Bryce was falling suit.
yeah, and it worked. Shoot, bro. Probably like the OG 5150, the all red 5150. Crazy,
That one was crazy.
That wasn't like that one was so crazy. It's like, all right, this is not a BB core.
And a man had to swing it too. It wasn't like a. Like,
I remember
anyway.
Clint Frazier was swinging that thing in high school, bro. It sounded like more than just a ding. It was like a bang.
Literally was ridiculous.
Crazy.
Well, Clint, I really appreciate you joining the Morning Juice, and we had a great fresh squeeze of information, thoughts, and I appreciate you answering all my questions. Is there anything you want to say to our audience out there before I kick you out of here?
just work hard and be humble in your performance.
That's wonderful, bro. Because I think a lot of people do need to listen to that and hear that over and over. I know it's
And don't forget that without God, you literally are nothing.
literally nothing without God. God first. Godspeed. I appreciate you joining in, bro. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon.